Welcome to Virtual Chemistry Laboratory, Owerri. We are now in the titration section of the lab. My name is Dr. Samuel Okori, a lecturer in the Department of Chemistry, Federal Polytechnic, Nekede, Owerri. I'm going to use the cursor to show you various sections of the lab. In virtual laboratory, you use clicking to do all your titrations. Now look at the cursor. We are going to use the cursor to move round the front aspect of the titration laboratory of the virtual chemistry lab. Here you have the water bottle. Here you have cleanup lab bottle. These are the pH values. Here below here is the pH meter. You can put the pH meter on or off. You also have another meter here, conductivity meter, which you can click on or off. Look at conductivity probe, where you can pick the probe and put it somewhere in a beaker. You can put this also on or off. A steering switch plate. When you drop your beaker here, the steering switch plate will be vibrating and steering your acid. Now is the lab book where you record all your results. Here we have the weighing balance where you weigh all your chemicals. Now look at the laboratory assistants where you get all the help from the laboratory, including transferring of solutions, analytical balance, pipettes, burettes and graphing, meters, indicators. More about our virtual chem lab can be discussed here. In this lab, you can have a picture of what the lab is all about. Now, you can now enter the stock room where we have the chemicals. Here are the acids, various forms of the acids. Here are the bases. Here we have the oxidants. These are the unknown acids and base. You can create any acid or base to your specification. But this is not the topic as at now. Now we are going to conduct a little experiment to demonstrate that titration can be carried out without the use of chemicals. Let us now take preset experiment. Let us select one here. Titration. We can take a titration of strong acid versus strong base. But we may not know the value of the strong base anyway. All you have to do is to click here and have the acid being deposited at the bench. Now we have the acid here, unknown. We have the sodium hydroxide, known. So in these two substances, this can also, we can work it the other way around. This may be unknown while this is also known. But in this case, we are taking HCl as your known, that's the hydrochloric acid, and the sodium hydroxide as known. Known in the sense that we know the quantity. It is 0.256 molar solution. Here we don't know the quantity. but we are going to determine it through titration. We can now walk out of the lab. Follow me.